So, yes, so. So, I'll let my other colleagues introduce themselves so that you can know them, see them on their video, know with whom we are working all the time. Because some people always want to ask questions, who is riding the ship? And you want to know them, you want to see them, and we need as more people that may come on board, because it's just started a few people. It doesn't mean that there are any restrictions, but it's good that we can come on, review what we have, see how to get on board, and not just getting on board, get onto the control panel, and let's panel together. Let's ride the ship along and ride it safe for the good of everyone. So Chukwuemeka, that's what I prefer to call you. You're not called Franklin anymore. So a brief intro. And just so they know I'm from Cameroon because it's a United stuff, yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Chukwuemeka Nwosu. I'm from Nigeria, and I'm one of the founders of this ABC. And we're looking forward to working with everybody to ensure that we achieve this goal of the ABC. And my other colleagues have also been working tirelessly just to bring us to this stage. And I'm hoping that everybody will bring their best, as we'll be looking forward to listening and getting questions from you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Chukwuemeka. Do you have Bob Dinger, if he's there? Bob, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, throw some intro and some light around.
Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Chairman. I just want to greet each and everyone that is here in this meeting today. We have come a long way, all of us. We strongly believe that for us to grow is to come together in a community. This country was built by community, and I strongly believe if we all come together and respect one another and get the roadmap on what we are trying to do, it will be a success. So I'm praying that we should all come together, share ideas, and build this community that we are trying to build. It will be a great thing for us. So let's deliberate, come up with an open mind, and look for a way forward to make it better. Thank you all.
Thank you, Bob Dinger. And that's our chief, and very inspiring guy. I remember last 2 years, we say, hey, guy, what is good for this community? What is good for us all? And we said, get something that can get everyone engaged and something that is beneficial to all. So that, because we hear this kind of talk all the while, oh, Africans, why can we not be like Chinese? Oh, why can we not be like the Indians? Why can we not be like the Jewish people? Yeah, easy to say. And you can see people like Julius Malema, they are shouting over there in, is that Zimbabwe? And you have the other guy in, is it Tanzania, the professor. They're all shouting and talking, and a lot of people are talking, and then we see that in Canada, we are still new, freshly arrived, first generation into Canada. And very fortunately for us, Canada has opened because the Black people have fought, or I'll call them people of color, they have fought for their life for a very long time. And so much so that a lot has been now, open for them. That even though there are still some people in the background that doesn't want the Black people to see the day of light. And that's how we sat down. We thought, okay, we're going to try to have something community business. Everybody in this house, I think, is running some kind of small business, to survive, what they call side income. But is that enough? Is that all we want to do? I remember in 2016 when I started reading about Corporations Canada, and I see how is business done in Canada? And I registered the first business, try to see how it works, dealing with taxes, dealing with the customs, and trying to also penetrate the market. And at that time, I put a lot of stuff in my living room, and I found out that has not stopped amongst us. If you move around, people who are doing small businesses, you find that there are stuff everywhere trying to, stabilize, because we came new and there is no bank account that was left for us somewhere to just take and start. You don't want to get into too much debt, or, it's risky to take a lot of debt when you have not stabilized. So we thought start this kind of business where we were just going to decide to dream big. And dreaming big is good. And we have gone through the process of asking ourselves, what do we do? Why should we do this? When can we do this? For all of these questions, we wrote down some documents to be able to answer those questions. And then the final state that we came is say, how do we get to that top mountain, So my colleagues have been very pushful and guiding, making sure that we move along the path, what we can start to do. We're going ahead and pulling the mass like the train has left the station, and those who keep coming on board, we'll sweep them and make sure that we have something unified and unique for the Black people. When I talk Africans, I'm talking about the Africans and the Caribbean. These are all people of color as they define us. So we always believe that as, the others have done, there was a starting state, there was a foundation state, and I believe that this is our foundation. So for the latest update that I can give to us right now is that the planning was done, was written. We made some estimates on what we will need for the long-term goal, something to show the people and, that this is what we can work on. It's not final, And then during that process, it requires a lot. You have to go through registration with Corporations Canada. We wanted something inclusive, all Canada-wide, because we are all spread around. And we just want to start something with a base in Toronto. And I think that we are getting there. We went through the bank, and it took us more than, I think, even 5 months just to answer questions from the bank, going through some checks for those who are actually trying to register an account for a business that will include, all of Africa's, that will see money. People are dropping in their money, and, so we went through that, and we are ready to answer any questions that may come up on that. So we went through Royal Bank, they didn't show us good face to proceed easily. We went through, the other bank was Scotia Bank. It didn't just go through easily. We went through TD Bank, appointment, and they let us down. Nobody wants to pay attention to read the things that concerns the Black people. What are they talking about? So we went to CIBC, they still looked at us, they want all kinds of stuff. Then we went to Meridian Bank, and someone paid particular attention to us, followed through, asking questions, guiding as well, and requesting everything that we need. And we reported back to the group why it's taking some delays. And then we got the bank account. And they didn't want to give us a virtual bank account as well again. So we still had to go back to try to get that through. And we are in good standing now when it comes to taking care for ABC financials with good accountability, and that can be audited at any time. So we are good on that. So now that we arrived at state, we thought, okay, this is the time now, people can, if you put a cent, we know where the cent is standing. So we now move to opening registration, and we want people to ask as many questions as possible I know it's hard to read all of the documents that we wrote, you know, so questions and answers from time to time. I think we should be having monthly meetings so that it can be as a way of coercing ourselves or kind of having a means to interact. And that's it for the moment. And also there's what I call, not me calling, but what the Corporations Canada call individuals with significant control, you know, what they call ISC. It means that people who are in the business and they have some decision-making abilities, you know, in the group, and they can drive the group together. So that list also is open. And I just want to encourage everybody, first of all, to start with registration, because you can get 10,000 people register in one day. I've seen organization that starts with 0 member. Today there are 32,000, 35. Imagine the Italians in the early days, how did they start? Imagine the Chinese, how did they start? Imagine the Indians, how did they start? This is time for Africa. We are starting today and we are not too late. I can say that. We are just on time. So I just wish that people can start registration, and then from the registration list, we can now begin to even share out information to people and talking more about how they can get in as in the ISC. But let's begin with registration. I think from there we'll be in good standing. So we are on the onboarding phase. So I'll drop it there, and then we have a lot of us here today. I think that we can ask some questions, or if anybody has some motivational discussion, maybe you want to appreciate something, we can do that. It's good. Not a bad thing. So if somebody did not understand what I said, I think they can still ask me again. So thank you. Unless my colleagues want to throw some quick briefings too, and then we'll open the floor for questions and answers so that we can answer some questions and then let people get some understanding of where we are. But remember, this is the people's business, nothing else. Thank you. So I welcome all Busuye, I welcome Clay, I welcome Elizabeth Bedford, I welcome Mambo, I welcome Mary Akema, I welcome Famfu Parfait, Pivaga, I welcome Michael, and I welcome the CEO of Verimol. Thank you, guys. I believe that all these 11 people is a good force to continue to use to push around. Thank you. So I think that's it, what I can say for now. Anything else somebody want to say? Ask some questions. You can put up your hand, and you can just take control, unmute yourself, and you do it. And just a reminder, we are recording this one for today too.
Everyone is so quiet.
Yeah, it happens. You know, a lot of people. Yeah, it's okay. It's hard because you know, foundations are hard, right? And a lot of people have not followed up from where we are, and especially the documents are long, which is right to be long. If you remember yourself when you are signing just a mobile phone deal with the companies, they give you all kinds of documents that you never read, the terms and conditions, right? Yes, you register to have a Yahoo account. You see the kind of documents they give you. All you need to do is just okay, and agree and move to the next phase. Yes, Elizabeth's hand is up. Elizabeth, can you do that for us? Thank you.
Yeah, greetings everyone. It's Elizabeth. Mike, I have a question about the registration.
Yes.
You've been talking about registration, but we've not heard about the amount.
Okay. Anything else? I can answer that first before you can move to the next.
Yeah, for now, that is it.
Okay, good.
I'll keep asking if I have more questions.
Very good. I'm seeing a note there. Somebody left a message. Chart. Okay. When can we find the articles of incorporation and what is the incorporation number? So I'll answer Elizabeth, and then I'll come back to that. Very good. So Elizabeth, before we went to the bank, one of our last meeting was trying to determine, because registration is just a way to bring everybody know that who are those who are, have, putting interest, and some people we can start to work together. So we determined that we have a registration open for $150. And then I think that answered the questions. Yeah, that question. So we said registration will start 150. That's why we have posted on the WhatsApp group, because that's the way we are trying to. These days you have to be on the cloud. Yeah, the virtual world is very important because life is busy. People are distance apart, but we have a place where we can do one stop. Everybody can see the information. So registration is 150. And if you send that registration, it's open for auto deposit, and your name is already there, because the bank will definitely drop that information on that our working tool. For now, we are using the Google account. We have a Google email, and for now it's still only under 3 people. Those who started the whole, but as we go on and as people get on board and they become ISC, they should be able to have some visibility of information. So we will get to that level there. But now registration is 150. And it's in the article of the article of incorporation is written there, and people can see it.
Okay.
So yes, I've posted that on our group as many times as possible, the article of incorporation. And after this meeting again, I can still post it. Let me see. So I think that answers your questions, right? Your question.
Yeah, it does.
Good. So
Thank
registration is 150.
Thank you. I got that.
Yeah, we thought, because in our community, when somebody has some business like birthday, maybe kind of program, we always go around, we contribute, and if we all contribute our registration for 150, we have given this organization this business a kickstart, because we're seeing things are coming,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that people are responding. People, it shows first interest, and it shows how we can move from one step to the other. If you want to start with your own share, the share that we decided to have, we call it share. Because there was what they call what the bank wanted us to do, according to Corporations Canada today. When you are trying to share shares to the public, which is open, our organization, our business is now open to the public. That's why they send us the record, they send us to collect records for ISC, individuals with significant control. So you can go online now, you can see, it's not ABC, because that was the name we started with, and we could not register the organization as ABC, because a lot of businesses under Corporations Canada as ABC. So that name search did not work. So we worked our brain around, and then we came up with something like AFCA. That's African and Caribbean, but it didn't go because there are a lot of AFCA as well under Corporations Canada. So if we wanted to use that word AFCA, we needed some additional, just modify that AFCA a little bit. So we put it AFCA 360.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's how we came with that name. You're seeing a number there, just to help Corporations Canada to be able to identify that this is this particular group. So AFCA, there are too many AFCA in the system, and the name search does not allow us to use that. But for now, we'll continue to talk about ABC, and as our people engage, we'll continue to open up that is AFCA 360. So I think that answered that question of registration. Then I'm going to answer the other question about Yeah. Yes. Our friend is. This question is from Pivaga. Yeah, one of our colleagues. It says, where can we find the articles of incorporation and what is the incorporation number? This is another good question. And if you just write the name AFCA 360 on Google search, it's not hidden anymore. It's not even just that I have it. Corporations Canada now has it and it's visible online. But still, because we have our small group of WhatsApp, I will still post the information there. I believe I answered that question. Just write AFCA 360 corporation. You have to put the word corporation, AFCA 360. I'm gonna write that as a message here. Who can see this message? Okay, anyway. So I'm gonna just write it there, what you can search on Google. So you can see the article of incorporation there, the corporation number, the address, and for now, the incorporators, those who are there, you can see that. And the more people registered as ISC, then we will have to update the list of those names, because Corporation Canada would also like to also know who are those in control. So we can start, I said we can just start with registration for now. And then once we know ourselves very much with registration, we open up with an ISC account, how much that can be. But for now, you can just buy, like we have done, those of us who already own, we call ourselves incorporators. We have done our registration. We have done our, we have also made a share, buy one single share, so that we give you that impetus to go on. Anybody now can just register, and also that's $150, and then you can just buy one share. And then when we have that group to be able to sit down together with those who really are coming up a lot, we can have physical meeting, we can continue to have virtual meeting, and then we can stipulate what we can unveil what we have for individual with significant control. And remember, this business is organized in a way that all Africans should come together and face a common business and split the profit, that share dividends at the end of the year if the directors announces profit to us. AFCA 360 COP or corporation. So the message, if you see the message board, I've written that AFCA 360 COP. If you find that on Google, you will find incorporation information, but it's more than just incorporation information. We have what they call shareholders agreement. It's a very long document of about 20 pages as well. And I've also thrown it out there. I don't think that people have read enough. And that one, I'm gonna keep it a little bit. And for anybody who, because it's an agreement. So when somebody buys their share or pays for their share, then that document will be, they will have to sign that document, which is a standard. It's not anything different from corporations. It's a standardized document that is used for corporations. I've just modified it to suit or to customize it for AFCA. Instead of using some general corporation, you'll be seeing AFCA where needed. So there's every information from definition to buying your share, to the different classes of share, to selling your share, and to buying more shares, and the modalities for buying shares and things like that. And even if you are not longer here, how does your business continue in your next generation? So it's all written there. So thank you, Kafu, Pivaga, for that question. Any more question, or anybody has something to say? We have, I think, 18 more minutes to get to 3:30. Yes, for our meeting to be over. Let's ask questions. Let's make comments. It's very important. Yeah. Whereas we will continue to collaborate on WhatsApp, which is a very good tool for now to be able to engage the population. If you have a community group and you want to invite us to come and because the way we have to continuously engage, we want people to come on board, especially the ladies. You know, it's not a nice thing to see only a man talking about business all the day, right? And we need some sweetness, some softness. We need some beauty. Yes. Yeah. And we also have that email. If some people don't like to talk in public, they can also just send an email to that Google email address, which is still also used for direct deposit. And we can engage them, we can commit with them and answer questions and plan with them, you know, yeah. So it makes sense. Okay, I have one more message here, chat. Let me see what is there. Okay, what is the type of corporation? Okay, it's a federally registered corporation, so which means that is with limited liabilities, right? So it's all over Canada, and it doesn't mean that yeah, it's all over Canada. And I want to let us know that even people from across the world can register to become members of this business, you know, and all they need to do is to show commitment that they have the legal rights to do business in Canada through the corporation. Yeah. So there's a lot that if we come together, we can achieve. Yeah. There's a lot. Yeah. Already in our Gmail account, they have already pushed us to apply for African loan, the loan for African people, but we're not going to get into that. We want to see more people coming together because we want to be really serious with what we are doing. Yeah, it's open there, and I have all the information. You just need simple clicks. Yeah, and we have that coming in. But let's get this is the people's business. So first of all, we want to see 10 people are committed. Oh, 11 people are committed. Oh, 20 people are committed. And then we know that, yeah, we got that big dream. And then we are building the team to get to that dream. This is all about wealth building. I believe Mr. Victor Eboa here has a lot of information that, you know, we always want him to always be as part of the guiding team. I can tell you that openly on this group. Yeah, so always, I know you'll always be there, so always guiding, making sure that this goes to the right path because we need this in our community more than anything that we need right now. Yeah, and there will be a lot of, if we really come together, we have created a lot of things for ourselves, not just dividends. We have been able to open a place where African people can own contracts and do business, you know, because if you look only on the estimates, there's a lot of things that need to be done, from plumbing to electricity to redesigning a place as things are going on. And then future contract suppliers, you cannot supply to Walmart, you can't supply to No Frills, you can supply to Costco. They already have their own network of business that they are doing. This is ours that we can also create our own network. You can't run a business without having suppliers, right? Yeah, so we need to, there's a lot, but we just need to finish with these foundational states, take the first step, take the second step, take the fourth step, and you know, once we start rolling, Africans have become businessmen, for sure. Mr. Vic, anything to say? Yeah or not?
Well, yeah, brother Julius, thanks for recognizing me and appreciating my effort. No, you are doing good so far.
Thank you.
And just like you said, it's, I guess, after the registration and the incorporation number, this is the first meeting. So you might see you might see some people sluggish for now, but as time goes on, the news will be going out and people will be coming up.
Exactly.
So you are doing good. Just keep up. You know, your passion aligns with mine, community building. This is good. This is something good.
Really appreciate coming from you. Yeah.
So move on. So you're doing good.
Thank you, brother. So do we have any more questions? Time is running. It's not like this Zoom is after Zoom. That we need to know. We can book in. Even we can host 10,000 people on this particular Zoom. We can have it for many hours. It's the Afka Zoom. You know, we paid for it and we are using it. But business is business. You don't want to keep people so much for a small talk. So that's why we put 1 hour so that we can talk again tomorrow. And I still want to encourage people to continue to share, because the more you bring the people into to getting to know, because we need people to get the information on time. I know it's been hard to share sometimes what you tell your friends. It's hard to tell them what to bring, why they're coming in, but I'll continue to paste those information that we already wrote down. Some people, and some are on YouTube already. And I know some people recently came in and missed all of the upper information. So from time to time, we will continue to push out that information. And then there's that WhatsApp invite that I usually put outside there. Just share to other groups, encourage them to come. And I tell you, one of the best way that we can bring in more people come in and kickstart as planned. We had planned to start something next year, 2023, August. So I think when it's not too bad. The writing, then leaving from my living room, going downstairs to meet other people to talk, and then have that first meeting that we had, and then continue to invite people on WhatsApp. So I think that we are moving forward, like Vito has said. The beginning is always hard, for sure. If you imagine your first time traveling abroad, how difficult it was and how simplified that it has become. You can see that for yourself. So,
Victor, sorry, Julius.
Yes.
Maybe a small, I'm just thinking aloud.
Yeah.
Since the name of the corporation is AFCA 360, maybe for coherence and consistency, the WhatsApp group name too can change to AFCA 360.
Exactly.
Instead of ABC, right?
Yeah. You're right. So anytime soon, we'll just update the name to AFCA 360 so that consistency and coherence is just there. And as new people are coming, they are just that's what they are saying.
Exactly.
There's no time to be talking about how we moved from. Just at the beginning, the name was so popular, ABC. Yeah, we're finding a means to be able to create a media like this where we can have a good attendees, and then we announce it officially that let people know why they changed name from AFCA to 360, right? Yeah, I think when we send this video, people will be able to, those who have time to watch, they'll be able to understand how the name transformed from ABC to AFCA 360 Corporation. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Michael, welcome. There's one more message. Let's see that text message again. So somebody is asking now, I think Busoye is asking about what's the link to share with others. Also, if we need to make registration, who do we make the payment to? Like the e-transfer address. Okay, good. So I'll answer that question again. The link to share with others, we can always go to that WhatsApp when you're on your WhatsApp, because we just want to bring people talking on this WhatsApp. If we are fully established, maybe we can leave WhatsApp for life. We can find other means to communicate. But now, I will still again, after this meeting, I'll go back again to the WhatsApp, and then I'll press that icon, and then I'll see there's a link that we always share. you can just forward to your friends and maybe family members, whoever that we think that they are motivated to start. We just need the people to start and the other people will come in. We need to be the driving force. So that's how we share the link. It's gonna be the WhatsApp link, which it's always there. I don't know how, when the Busuye did come into the group. If you were there, you would have seen that it was there long ago, and we keep sharing that people should share and invite others to join the WhatsApp group, because this is a talking place where we can talk and move along. And then also, if we need to make registration. So when it comes to the registration, I did, after we finished with the bank, I did also post some information on the ABC WhatsApp group, which we're gonna change the name to AFCA anytime soon. So it is there. There is a AFCA, which with the AFCA with the car is, you can see the email. I always advise people to copy it, because when we were creating the Google email, it couldn't just be AFCA. It will not go through because there are also a lot of that emails like that. So I have to just add that R so that it can go through. That was what Google suggested for us, so that we can have a Gmail account that resembles our names. So we have it as AFCA. The car there will be like CAR, a car. AFCA360@gmail.com. So that's what you will see there. I'll also post it again. And it will be nice that people are doing that registration, and the people at the bank, they'll also be excited to see that we are building up as we discussed, so which is good. And then who do we make payment to? We try to avoid any payment by cash, unless somebody is not having a bank account. But these days, e-transfers have become very popular and common. But still, I know there can be some people that have some issues. You can call me to actually pick up your registration in hand, so that you can be able to report that you gave your money to somebody. If you want accountability, you can give it to me. You can give it to Chukwu Emeka. You can give it to Bob Zinga. For now, there will be many more people in the future. But for now, if you cannot do e-transfer to that account, then you can, call any of us to give it cash, and we will be able to deposit and keep a record about that. But it is good that if you have an account, you just do it so that your name, your information can be tapped easily and without too much stress for the person who is managing the stuff. You can just collect the names, put it, date and time, amount paid, make that list, throw it in our Google file. So I hope that did answer your question, Busuye. Yes, Busuye joined later. And then registration amount, again, as you ask, is $150. Yes, that's our registration amount that we think is affordable. In this very AFCA, you can have 10 people just put their money and start to do their business, but we thought that let's make it, open it up for everyone to be able to. We know money is hard, especially for those who own a house in this country. They can tell you more about mortgage, and you own a car where you are living, they can tell you about insurance. They're in the workplace, they can tell you about wages, they can tell you about CRA, a lot of things. So we want to make it as simple as possible to get everybody who do not think that they can do business to know, let them know that they can be businessmen. So thank you. Okay. So any more questions or advice? I still want to thank our elderly brother Victor, who is doing a lot for the community, and we all heard that we are on the good path for this. All we need to do is to make it happen, make it grow. And today is a very impressive day. We have 13 people on this meeting before the end, which makes it, which is good. We hope that the next time it will double or triple, depending on how we share the information, and when we start to register and showing other people how to register, that's progress that we are building, we are making. That's ABC growing. And maybe by 2023 of August, maybe it's already a reality, but we need to work together. You can't carry this kind of big dream alone. Yeah, you need what I always still, there's nobody that will talk about without talking about Robert Kiyosaki. He talked about networking. And this is for the first time we are trying to have an African wealth building through networking. Because in a bigger sense, this is an African business network coming up. And I think anybody that comes in will definitely be interested. And but we have to show ourselves that we too, we can have our own business network that Canadians will know and the world will know that some people met in Canada and they built an African business network, and nobody will ever be able to shake it. No matter what FBI they can be in this country, if it's a network of business, they can only respect us and applaud for us. Nothing can they do. So let the network building continue. So anything else? Any one last thing? If not, it's already 3:29. I think we'll be having meetings every 3 weeks, maybe 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. We don't want to have people waiting. The foundation is laid out. Anybody needs any document to read personally, you can't find it in the group, you can't find it on YouTube, write to that email so that you can get it, or you can be called somewhere and have a talk. So I think we had a good time. I want to
thank you so very much, Julius.
Thank everyone for coming today.
Thank you very
We'll
much
see you
for
again next
everything.
time. And just in the last minute, we have one person that just came in to make the 14% for this meeting. I'm not sure, maybe that's Barbara. Am I right? So Barbara, welcome. And
Yes, that's Barbara.
yes, I was looking at the list name. Next time we'll meet again. The meeting is almost about ending, but we are glad to see you. And we're going to post some stuff on the WhatsApp group. And if you miss something, there is a recording, so you'll follow up from there.
Hi, Julius.
Yes.
It's me, Amani. How are you doing?
Amani too is online. Amani, welcome.
Hi,
glad to hear from you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, we are very late.
That's okay.
But maybe you're gonna follow the recording. I see it's recorded.
Thank you all. So it's impressive that we have all of us together working. So from one person to the whole of Africans and Caribbean, we can make it happen. It is our time. So thank you all. The meeting officially is over. You can now sign out and we'll meet again. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, Julius. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.